Hi, welcome to Mrs. Maclean Makes. Today we're going to be making quince jelly, or also known as quince paste. We're in a little village outside of Oxford in the nice English countryside at my father-in-law's house, Mr. Maclean. Nice thatched cottage and beautiful garden. So this is where we're going to be making our quince paste. So to pick the fruit, all you want to do is just turn it slightly and it just pops off. It's really, really simple. And you'll find that there's a bit of fluff around the fruit. That's absolutely fine. We'll take that off, but that's natural and that's how it's supposed to be. So I'm just going to pick my quince fruit now. Oh, that smell is so fruity, it's delicious. What they used to do in the Elizabethan times is they used to pick these and just put one in the room on the side, and the smell would permeate the whole room, and it would smell, it's like an appley peary smell. It's really, really delicious. Look at my nice bowl of fruit. Right, that's us, ready to go. Let's make our quince jelly. We are now in the kitchen. We need 2 kilograms of quince, so that is roughly about 4 of these size quinces, and 1.1 kilograms of caster sugar, and a large saucepan and cold water. That's all we're going to use. First thing you're going to do is peel and core the quince, and leave the peel and the core to one side because we're going to use that in the water shortly. This fluffy stuff on the quince is called quince beard. We're going to wash that off as we don't really want that going into the quince paste. The fruit looks dark in there. Once you've peeled and cored your quince, you want to chop them into chunks roughly about this sort of size and put it into the saucepan. Yeah, don't eat them raw. Next step is you're going to fill your pan with cold water just to cover the quince. With the leftover core and peel, we are going to wrap that up in either muslin or a cheesecloth, and we're going to add it to the water with the quince. All the fruit's pectin is within the core and the peel. It's a naturally occurring pectin that makes the paste firm and jelly-like. And just tie it round. I'm just going to use these plasticky wire things, so literally just twist the top of the muslin, wrap this around quite firmly, and then twist them together to hold it in place. And we just pop that into the pan. That is now ready to boil for half an hour to 40 minutes. I've had the quince boiling for about 30 to 40 minutes until the fruit's really, really soft. Do you want to get a close-up of this? Might steam your camera up. Take out the peel and the core that's in the muslin and leave that to one side. Be careful because it can be really hot. To drain the quince into the sieve. This pan's really heavy. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to sieve the quince into another pan. So take a few of the quince, a few at a time, and you're going to pass it through the sieve. Once you pass the quince through the sieve, you'll end up with this gorgeous quince puree, really velvety smooth, really, really delicious. What I'm going to do now is I've measured this out, so I know this weighs 550 grams. You need to do the same, and then you add the same amount of sugar. So 550 grams of quince puree, 550 grams of sugar. Keep stirring over medium heat. I'm going to keep stirring until all the sugar has dissolved into the quince. Continue to cook this for 2 hours, stirring frequently until you end up with the quince sticking to the spoon, sticking to the pan.
Oh, very, very thick jelly. Really thick.
So this has been cooking for about 2 hours on a really, really low heat, and you can see now it's really thickened up and got a really lovely dark orange colour. So we're just going to pour it into the tin, baking tin. It's lined with parchment paper. Next, we are going to put this into a oven at a really low heat, so about 50 degrees. And that just allows the juice and any water left to be absorbed out of the paste. So I'm going to leave it in the oven for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then we'll pull it out and see how it is. We are now back from visiting Mr. Maclean, Andrew's father, and we're now in our little flat in London in the kitchen, hence why we've got a bit of a scenery change. Mr. Maclean, bless him, let us take his tin home so we can keep the quince jam in the same mould until we're ready to film this part of it. So to serve the quince, all I'm going to do is take it out of the tray. I've got baking paper underneath so it doesn't stick, really important. Got my cheese ready prepared here with my biscuits. I'm just going to cut one edge of the quince so I get a nice straight edge. I'm going to cut another slice about that wide. I've got a smaller board, so I'm just going to cut it in half. And there we have our lovely Manchego cheese, which is traditionally served with quince jam. It's absolutely delicious, but I've also got some really creamy blue cheese to add a little bit of a kick to it if guests want it. If you have any leftover quince, even if it's just half a quince, join me on my next video, which I'm launching next week, to find out how to make a quince and apple pie, and this time I'm going to be making it sugar-free. Right, I'm going to eat some of this quince paste and cheese now because it smells absolutely divine, and I'm done, so I'm eating the cheese. The sweetness of the paste really brings out the flavour of the cheese. Really nice. I love cheese. Who doesn't love cheese? Oh, do you like some, Mr. Cameraman? How is it?
Oh, so good.
Really good?